Hello, welcome. I've been checking already this full moon in Leo for a while, and Ten of Swords, first card in the center of the reading. It doesn't look like such a nice card, I know, but this is a very necessary energy that we need to experience or that we might be experiencing throughout this period. It's arriving to the end of the way we perceive a situation. The way we think is changing. And this is what is happening when the sun is still in Aquarius, or head, or thoughts. In tarot, every element, you have all the elements of the zodiac represented in the tarot, the four elements. And the element of air, which represents Aquarius, it's the swords, the mind, the head. And as you can see in this illustration, like the 10 is like when we arrive to the end of a cycle of the way we think. Plus also, imagine this. Mercury has been in Capricorn, now it's also in Aqua. And so definitely there is a lot here that is coming about the way we think, It's like our perception is changing at a general level as also at a very personal level. And so I'm gonna get more specific once all the cards are in the reading. But I'm an intuitive reader and I'm gonna let things flow as they had to come, more surely for this full moon. Because it's funny, while I was studying the chart of this full moon in Leo, so you have the sun in Aqua and the moon is in Leo, and Leo and Aqua are opposite signs. It's like this axis of fixed signs that it's very intensified throughout this period, because while we are having this opposition between the full moon and the sun, which is exactly when it happens a full moon, is the sun is at 27 degrees Aquarius opposing the moon at 27 degrees, which is the last degrees of each sign. It's like we are in the last 3 degrees of each sign. So it means like we're talking about here about, ending the cycle of something, a situation. Maybe this is something that's touching your career. Maybe for you, this is something that's touching a certain relationship in your life. Maybe this is something that is touching just you. And how you see yourself right now. The perception of yourself. That's also what a moon in Leo brings. Like you see this like sunlight coming through here. It's like this man stabbed to the death because of different battles, thoughts, situations, confrontations that he had to go through, or she. And he arrived to the end of all the battles, to the point that it's like it's not possible to continue in the same way. And I like this contrast very much between the black and the sun here. It's like Aquarius is like reflecting all this light in the sun. It's like the sunlight, which is the ruler. The sun is the ruler of Leo, which I think it even makes it stronger, It's like it's something that I think that there is a truth that has come out or happened to you that you cannot deny anymore. And I want to see what the rest of the cards have to say now, so that you know, and before I continue doing the readings, you need to know, like, this is a general reading, so I cannot talk for everybody who's watching, okay? If you want to have a private reading, I invite you to check my email below. You can contact me through like email or Facebook or Instagram, whatever fits you better, and we can get more specific in your own personal story. Now, let's see what is gonna come, because I mean, this is very intensified full moon, and what I'm seeing here, it's kind of confirming this. So this is like, there is something here that we're feeling that we're needing to let go, and this is influencing this as well, our heart. And I think that this is also happening because as Leo rules the heart, solar plexus, and Aquarius is more about like the crown chakra, you know, the intuition, the head, the mind. These two signs right now, they're talking the same language, even though they are opposing each other. So yeah, man, the fucking change, it doesn't feel comfortable. But it's like, no matter how hard it looks, that maybe you didn't want to hear this, or maybe you didn't want to see this, or maybe you were trying to push it away in some way or another. I don't think that during this period, like this last week, throughout the next week, or most surely this week, if you are somebody there that has a lot of fakes in their chart, I don't think that this is something that you can escape from. This is good, even though pain. Okay? It's like right now you have the push, and you're starting to see the light of the sun coming out of the situation. It's like the end has already happened. I'm not here on the Nine of Swords, you know, we're talking here about the Ten of Swords. And so all this fixed energy, where is coming from? Aquarius, Leo, and then we're having the North Node, like in Taurus, another fixed sign. Like, we only have 4 fixed signs, if you don't know that. And so North Node in Taurus and South Node in Scorpio are exactly squaring this full moon in Leo and the sun in Aqua. While Mercury is very nearby the sun in Aqua, so it's something here is giving us, it's almost like something here is giving us a possible solution to simplify our life. Taurus. And that might come out quite radically and drastically. But actually, maybe right now you're starting to see that this change or this opportunity that might mean a big change in your life, no matter what part of your life this is touching you. It might actually be like, oh my God, I mean, this is actually more simple than I thought it could be. And is it possible that maybe this is why now you're starting to see it in a different way? Now, I want a card for the past. Man. And Scorpio in the past. South Node in Scorpio. Pluto is in Capricorn, very nearby as well Mars and Venus, which are very personal planets. And the thing is that throughout this full moon, like, the good thing about this full moon is that there are not some like very strong hard aspects to this full moon. The problem here might be that it's almost like this is like this self-awareness that it's being intensified. No, like something here is telling us that we need to awake ourselves. It's like we need to listen to ourselves. We need to know what we're feeling right now. We need to listen to our heart. We need to like see what also our head is telling us. And Pluto is doing a very beautiful trianon to the North Node in Taurus and the South Node in Scorpio. And this is all about letting go of the past. I mean, men, I'm having here two huge cards of the tarot that represent change. And this is no matter what kind of change, this is massive transformation. There is a situation here in your life, whatever, maybe that important relationship that recently it kind of came to an end. Or it could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be someone that you just had an intimate relationship with. Or maybe that job, that career, or something that you experienced in your past that meant for you is like, man, I cannot see myself in the same way anymore. And it's like the death card, when she appears, is like, and all this Pluto talking to Scorpio and talking to Taurus is allowing you to, even though this has been very difficult, you're starting to see the light coming through in the horizon here. You know that the most difficult part of this end, of this transformation, of this change, of this letting go has already happened. You know? And if it didn't happen to you yet, but definitely I'm connecting here with somebody that this is really in your mind. Maybe this is something that you didn't want to manifest this already in reality, like in the 3D world. But this is something that internally you have been processing for a fucking long time. Really. And this is when you are like in the moment that one sword after each sword and after another is telling you, man, you need to take the exit out. I'm getting the feeling like, that might be that this reading will get quite specific for some people there. I know that not everybody is into this energy, but definitely people that have a lot of effects in their chart. This is a full moon, like Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. I think that definitely something this week is happening that is making you realize, man, I need to get out. And you're starting to see the way out. It's like the stuck. It's not a possibility anymore. Feeling imprisoned is not a possibility anymore. You know? The death to the death, man. Wow. I mean, I'm very, many times when I was like looking at this chart and I was like writing the aspects that are more important throughout this week, I got a few times in my head the image of the death card. Because, Leo, having a moon in Leo, a full moon, is like that closure, that energizing closure, like that push to take a risk. Probably something that we were not able to do in the past. Something that maybe you wanted to do for a long time, but you didn't feel confident enough to do. This full moon in Leo is like giving us the vitality to go to what we want. It's like that thing that you need to listen to yourself more than ever. Authenticity at the fullest. And I really feel like someone here, you need to take the exit out to something that you have been carrying on in your life for a very long time, and that you knew that this was not longer working. What could be? I mean, I wanna see what the rest of the cards have to say. I wanna know what is coming in the obstacle, please. I wanna know what is coming in the obstacle. Too many cards, but I always look at them. The Temperance, the Fool, and the Eight of Coins. Obviously, somebody here has been thinking about this ending for a long time, but you were really scared, the Fool, taking that leap of faith, working hard. You were planning of doing this, taking this action. Piscean energy, the Hangman here is like, this is something that you had been processing already for a long time, but you could not take that end. It's like that last step. And I really feel, because somebody here was maybe containing or trying to push away this end. I think that you had been like denying yourself, denying the truth. I think there's something here is like, man, I can't do this anymore. I cannot fucking do this anymore, because this is going against my principles. This is maybe going against my moral. This is going against my feelings. This is maybe going against everything I believe. And I cannot keep on going. I'm sorry if I'm gonna repeat myself sometimes, but man, this is the way I do. Surely when I'm talking to a camera. It's like, sometimes I need to repeat certain things so that I get into this kind of trance. The Magician in the obstacle. Very similar energy to the Fool. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. That first step, first arcane. Knowing that you have all the elements possible to do what you wanted to do right now, but it felt like you didn't have these elements necessary to take that step. You had been in denial for a while. Even though I think maybe, I'm not gonna say like complete denial, because I have the death in the past, so it's like, maybe you were in denial, to be honest, and I think this is why maybe right now this is coming like so, it may be for you difficult like to admit, or maybe you were just trying to process this internally, and probably I think it might be for most of you like, you were trying to process this internally without exposing yourself or exposing actually what was going on there. Because you felt like you didn't have what you needed to put to this situation to an end, and so that you could have this new start. No matter what this is touching in your life. The thing is that right now, the end, it's there. Okay? The end is there. You don't feel the same about this situation. Your mind and your heart are talking the same language right now. Let them talk. Let them have that conversation between each other, and it's like something here is wanting to come out of this conversation, this internal conversation that you have been having, because it's like dissatisfaction. This is like what is connected to the Ten of Swords, Four of Cups, something that maybe you were attached to emotionally speaking, that actually you knew that this is not where your fulfillment was. Maybe this is something that at a certain level give you some sense of stability, like emotional stability, comfort, security, something that you knew that, well, you could engage to. Four Cups. Something that you could engage to, something that you could relate to, that you knew that you emotionally felt in some way comfortable. But the problem is that it's like these Three Cups that are right in front of you were in the past, or still right now are in front of you. You know that this is not really what you want. Man, I mean, what are you feeling right now? Just take a second right now. What your heart is telling you. There is a cup here, something that wants to come through to you. That probably Ace of Cups. You know, it's like you see this hand is hanging a cup, the Ace of Cups. That beginning, I have the Ace of Swords here. Man, like that very important cup that might mean that new beginning, like maybe that emotional refresh, that emotional healing, that sense where you feel completely feel in your emotions, in the way you want to experience life, and you're not looking at this cup coming. You cannot see it right now, or you haven't been able to see it. It's like this is something that is in the back of yourself, because right now I think that I'm connecting here with somebody that it feels like so much into the deep shit. I'm sorry, but I mean, let me tell you, I mean, really, this full moon in Leo is charging me. So, I mean, if this is not the way you like to have readings, or you want to hear somebody talking to you more like a sweetie way, go to the next videos. Go to another channel, please, because I mean, I'm telling you, I mean, I'm not at all in that mood right now. Most surely right now. Never, but no. Like, I won't say never. Sometimes I do, but not today. No, man, I mean, you feel right now you're in the mud, or you have been in the mud for a long time. But this is a necessary mud. I think you have to go through this experience, man, to realize that something here was telling you that you were not in the right path, maybe. Or it's like, I'm not gonna say like wrong or right path, you know, because I don't believe that it's like what you have done is not right for you, you know. That's just like what you had to experience. Maybe that was the relationship you had to experience to be what you are right now. But it's more about realizing, okay, now tell me now where I am right now. Is it this really what I still want? Is this really the kind of person I want to relate to at this level? Is it this kind of job I want to do? This is the kind of career I want to have? This is the way I want to look at myself in the middle? No, man. You don't want to. You're really bored of this. It's like, I really feel this. Like, somebody here is really fucking bored of what you had been doing, I feel like, for a while. Yes. And because you have been so centered in looking at this, like, what is just like, yeah, but this is not really what I want, but I'm still doing it. I don't know why, but why? You want to take a new action here. Let your heart and your head talk to each other right now, because right now they are in the same level. Right now they are, it's like we're having this opening that is really helping us, or allowing us to understand ourselves better, be more authentic to ourselves, so that we can be also more authentic with others, you know. And Three of Cups, and the Two of Coins. It's funny that next to this Ten of Swords, I have these Four of Cups. This guy is looking at these 3 cups, but not very happy about these cups, these offers, these emotional offers. Maybe something that you were doing that looked quite good for some time, but now is like, eh. And that as you're coming consciously in the reading, is the 3 of Cups, the same 3 cups that this guy is looking, or woman, girl, or whoever is out there. Um, it's the same 3 cups. Like, you're very conscious that this is something that you have, but these 2 of Coins that came with these 3 of Cups, again, it's kind of telling me that you have been juggling options here. You have been trying to choose something here, not knowing really which one to choose. And you're conscious, very aware of this, because this is the position of awareness. Like, how you know that you are in this reading. Like, you know that you had options. You know that maybe this is something that looked quite shiny, But it's almost like you have been trying to keep all these options alive in one way or another. But I got the feeling that maybe something here is telling you that you cannot, right now. In other moments, maybe it's possible, but right now, you cannot do this. There's something, it's like you're having here a push that is telling you that you need to go in one direction. That's how I'm feeling it. Because I also get this, and maybe, I need to express this when I have these kind of feelings. You know that if you don't take that decision right now, or you don't allow this truth maybe to come out, you might lose that actually opportunity you wanted to have. That's how I'm feeling it right now. As I'm saying, if this doesn't resonate with you, go next, please. Man, I like to do rings raw. 5 swords. Definitely somebody's not at all happy about this situation. Somebody here probably has left that you relate to this situation too. I feel like there is people that had been involved regarding the situation, or one precise person that has maybe kind of left the situation without really clarifying whatever happened here. That's what I'm feeling with the 5 of Swords coming in the environment. Having maybe a pity conversation, or somebody acting out of pity, somebody acting out of ego, or you to them, and maybe this is the way you relate to this person or to this situation, and maybe you or somebody here hasn't been able to express correctly what they wanted to say, or there was like a period argument discussion that is like nobody here has earned in the situation with the 5 swords. That's important remark to make about the 5 swords, is that definitely somebody here hasn't nobody here has success over the situation. It's almost like a situation here has been left or quit in a way that feels like, okay, and now what? Or maybe this is how somebody feels because you have decided to take a massive change. You are the one here that it's into this change. you know that there is a situation here that you don't want to, it's like you don't want to continue. It's not possible to continue as I'm reading these cards. Like, not possible to continue. This is something also that you have been intuitively feeling for a long time. But I think that your intuition, I think in many moments, I think that you were going through so much that you had been blocking this intuition because it felt like too much to cope with, to confront. I also get the feeling that maybe it's like, maybe for someone they're like, I mean, it's more or less in the same line, but maybe you win you yourself in a massive transformation in the past, like you ended a cycle of your life, you changed many things, maybe move of place, ended a relationship, maybe you ended your job, or maybe everything at the same time. Why not? Some people, are quite radical, and I feel like maybe someone here has gone into a very radical um, transformation, or is going through a radical transformation at this moment. But it almost feels like maybe there are some positive emotional offers, or that there are some opportunities that might mean an important fulfillment for you. But it feels like right now, everything that is being presented to you, maybe you have many different opportunities to work with, or people to work with, relationships, maybe friends are coming towards you and telling you, hey, why don't we do this project together, or why don't we start this, or maybe connections, people wanting to go out with you and have some fun, maybe during the night as well. you know but like, it feels almost like something here is like, it doesn't feel like this is necessarily really like where your cups are fulfilled, as I'm getting. And I gotta say, it might be that someone here is connected. Maybe this could represent a colleague, this high priestess here, or somebody that you have or has an strong influence not in the situation, or just simply like somebody that in a way you look up, that you or this person hadn't been able to talk for a while. Like, there has been some important distancing in the situation, some miscommunication for sure. uh, and it's almost like, I feel like you might be scared that the communication here won't be open up with this precise person or environment. Like that somebody will act overly too much out of ego, and because of that there won't be a real, like, the potential of the situation won't be expressed, like it won't happen. Now, I wanna take the next card, please. This is the last card of the reading, and if I feel I might take specifics, I will. Okay? Now, what is coming at the end of this reading, please? What is coming at the end of this reading? Man, quite an Aquarian card to have here with this King of Swords. Somebody here wants to speak the truth. I mean, I like this so much. Like, and I gotta say, I'm getting the feeling that this is something that has been kept for a while and is becoming very explosive. I also have here the World card at the back of the deck, the Moon. Where Leo, I mean, like the Moon, like where Leo is right now. And the World card, I'm gonna show it to you. The World card represents, it's like it has represented all the four fixed signs, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and a Scorpio. And the thing is that, when we are going through these energies, and definitely if you are somebody that, as I said, has a lot of fixicity in their chart, everything that I was looking for you fix has changed or is in process of changing right now. And it's like there are things here that you feel that you didn't have the courage to say, but it's almost like right now you need to vomit this, you need to express this. And it might even me or maybe someone to you, maybe somebody. It's funny because I was gonna say unexpected because I see the high priestess here, but I don't think that this is unexpected. I actually think that this is a situation that has been building out through a very long time or for quite some time. But it's almost like it was never rebuilt, or something here about the situation wasn't rebuilt enough. Now, as I'm getting this, he's wise. He wants justice. He might look very, very cold, and he is, or she. It doesn't mind the gender. But, like, he's fair. I mean, what he thinks, he says it. It's clear, transparent. Like, boom. Oh, you want to, okay, you want to have this conversation? Let's have this conversation right now because, you know what? I don't want to keep on going like this. It's like, I'm not staying in this anymore. Like, I cannot stay in this. It's almost like feeling that you have been betraying yourself. I got this feeling, man. I really feel like somebody feels here that something happened to you that you feel that you had betrayed yourself. Or somebody maybe did betray you. But maybe, like, in a sense, maybe they didn't do anything just um to necessarily hurt you, I mean, but at the end, the actions or the situation as it developed, it's what it brings, what it happened here, what is happening. And it's kind of like, okay, I realize right now that actually I have many options here that I can juggle, that I can decide. I'm in a moment where I know I can have a decision that maybe before I could not take in. Maybe right now I have the confidence enough to say this to this person and admit that maybe this is what I want or this is what I don't want. Pluto, doing this massive, beautiful trianon to North and South Node, Taurus, Scorpio, while it's full moon in Leo and Sun in Aqua. It feels like it's like this breakthrough, no? And so Pluto is helping, even though I know, what, many people call this planet the Maleficent planet, and for me, they couldn't be more wrong about it, because Pluto, what he does is like to bring out to the surface everything that was dirty or wanted to be kept hidden, everything that we wanted to deny ourselves or other people, situations that were occult, that were maybe probably toxic, or or maybe traits of ourselves or other people that we don't like or they don't make us feel good. And Pluto, what he does, he pushes. It's like he makes it come out to the surface. He really pushes to the surface, but not just to stay there. is to cut it off, but for real, you know, not like to say, oh, I'm gonna reveal this or take out the veil of whom I am right now, or look at my shadow side, or look at actually how these people are such a bad people or assholes, or oh, look how they had been stealing our money. No, man, I mean, this is something that we already knew, or unconsciously we knew, and suddenly all these things are coming out. Or maybe why suddenly she or he is uh actually, I'm realizing how their behavior has been influencing me in such a bad way, you know, or in such a negative way, maybe draining you. And then now it's a moment where all these has come out. No, all these things have come out. Pluto conjuncted Mercury in Capricorn in the 11th of February. It's almost like, it's like this. Okay, do you see this now? Are you able to open your eyes and look at it? Because, man, this is the time to let it go. This is the time to let it go. It's like, man, you realize now that you have options. You realize now that maybe not everything that it's maybe right now up front you, it's what you want. But I gotta tell you, I think that there is something coming that you probably don't see necessarily yet. Or maybe what is there might be even more than what you even expected. The thing is that whatever it's happening or is touching you at this present moment in your life right now, something here you need to let go. And this is the clear thing I'm getting here with this reading. It's like, you know that you want a new start, even though you don't allow yourself to believe that in some moments. It's like, you actually know that you have all the elements, and most surely this big sword, to cut out with the bullshit, man. It's like, Leo is also giving us this energy that it wanted us to show us the vitality, you know? It wants to give us back energy, love for life. And, you know, it's like reviving our heart, our soul, you know? It's almost like a song that is playing, and you know, now I'm saying the song, a song that was like appearing in my head before. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? It's up to you. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you want extra information about Kintsugi Tarot, let me know. I hope you enjoy it. And let's see when I'm gonna get to the next video. But probably I'll do a video for Venus and Mars conjuncted by the end of the month, because this is gonna be interesting. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching.